Welcome, welcome, brothers and sisters. What a run that was. Hope you're well, and I hope your Monday's starting out okay. You had a good weekend, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. Everyone's so happy about green weekend like we had. Oh my goodness. Is the bull market back? No. Did the bull market ever begin? No. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you can subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Don't have to like it, doesn't matter. I'm not about likes, and I'm not about people liking me. I'm about telling you the truth if you want to hear the truth and get truthful answers, unlike Discover Crypto, Altcoin Daily, Ran, obviously BitBoy, who's already, they're already saying Discover Crypto this morning. I started this channel to help people not get scammed and get out of the cults. Hi, Nye. Welcome. Good morning, Nye, or wherever you're at, maybe evening, to not be scammed. Already hearing people this morning, Discover Crypto going, oh, if you buy your alts right here, you easily double it. Well, here's the deal. Most of those alts you bought at $1 and they're at 10 cents. Who gives a fuck if you double it? But why do you want $1? If you have faith in something and you want to get out of something and get your money back, here's how you do it. If you have faith in the project, take something that you bought at $1.10 and you bought a shitload, and that's your average in. It's now at 10 cents. All you got to do is double down. If you have faith in it, you could get out at 60 cents, get all your money out, even maybe make a little profit. But you'll get your money out because you then brought down your average cost to 60 cents. If you bought as much as you did, or even less, at 10 cents, right? Because buying something at $1.10, it's pretty easy if you buy it at 10 cents to bring down your average in. That's the art of DCAing. I've done that a little bit. But don't be fooled by a little green. Volume's still horrible. We have a very busy week with some serious numbers, PCE, a few other things that could easily wreck us. But really, it's all predicated on what Trump does. We're very close to tariffs that are going to affect all of us, but affect me business-wise come April. Waiting to see what happens with that. I'm hearing everyone saying, oh, Trump was bluffing and all that because he wants interest rates to come down. That could be part of his plan. I can tell you 100% that is not the full plan. He truly believes that we're being treated unfair in regards to tariffs, and he's not fully off base. So what do you do in this? You do not FOMO in. It's just a little freaking green, right? If you've been buying alts forever, you're not in the money. So don't FOMO in. You'll have a reset back. You'll have a sell-off. Bitcoin's going to get rejected. Absolutely. I think the last I looked was 88,000. Whoopie-doo. I mean, that's better than 80. But don't get sucked into anything. Even if we get up to the 90-some thousand dollars, all it takes is him confirming again, even though it should be in the market, the tariffs. All he has to do is confirm again about the tariffs, and the market will sell off. Hi, Barb. I think I recall you asking about Fortnite a year ago. I don't play video games. I'm 52. More power to you if that's what you enjoy. So, I'm hearing even on this morning, Discover Crypto, Josh and them talking about, now the bull market in 2026, 2027. TJ, the bullshit optimist, right? You always get realism from me. And they're talking about, no one admits anything. I find it funny that you never hear any backlash against these fucking useless crypto people in regards to, they were ripping on Harris and Biden, the whole administration. Not one and I didn't like either of them, and I certainly don't like Trump, but you heard not one negative thing from these assholes' mouths. Not one thing. Is that pathetic or what? That just tells you one thing. Josh will say he's not a Republican, or I don't care anyway. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. But God forbid he criticizes anything. It is pathetic. That just shows you the character of someone like Discover Crypto or any of these channels who can't give you realism like I do. I'll rip on them all. I'm more of a Bill Maher type of guy where they all suck, and I'll call them out when they do something good and call them out harder when they do something bad. So, are you buying? I cautiously warn you Think twice about it. Think twice. You just don't know what's going to happen. You never know. But I'm a firm believer in buying into the green, unlike 100% rest of crypto people tell you. I buy both. But right now, you want assurances. And the market has not changed. Like I said, you have these people calling for 2026, now 2027, when things are going to change, or the end of this year, right? It went from the bull market ending this year from all these jackasses to it not even beginning until then. That's funny. Yet I've been saying the same thing all along. We're not in a bull market. Right now, we have to be cautious. It's all predicated on macro. Not tooting my horn. Maybe I am, because I know my shit. That's why I have this channel. Because if you do listen to me, I'm not saying you're not going to lose, but you'll at least get the truth. Because everyone in crypto is losing right now. Don't listen to the ones who said, oh, they sold the top or they sold this. They didn't. They're liars. Nobody sold except for the big boys. And the retail who sold after that took losses and they're gone. Look at the volume. We were looking at 30, 40 billion volume. That's not a market. No one's here. Even if Bitcoin gets to 100K, it won't mean anything right now. I mean, that's something good, but it's all relying on what's going on. C90. How's your health, brother? Hope you're well. While I was running, tried listening to Discover Crypto. I had to turn it off. It was pathetic. And I'm like, I think I'll go live and explain how much they're just full of shit. But I'm not really listening to anyone these days. A little dab here and there, but it's just scamming continues. The only entertaining thing in crypto right now is definitely not me, is BitBoy. That guy is a fucking lunatic, and it's beautiful. He's going after everyone. I do like how he went after Wendy the other day. That's awesome, because she is worthless and disgusting. But all of us are. I'm not. I really don't think I am. We got a jogger coming here. So I hope you're feeling good, C90. I really do. It's a Monday, cold and windy here in Illinois. That's why I ran here, where it's I'm a little sheltered from the brutal wind. So when I get out of it, it might be a little windy up there. He is on another level. It's very amusing. Yet you don't see anything from Cassie saying anything about them broken up, and he doesn't really. Someone will say something to him about. I can't get through his whole stream because it's scary. It's scary. I mean, the lies and delusions of one person, but it's great. I love it in an entertainment fashion. But him going after Kevin O'Leary, like, here's the funny thing. He's a crypto YouTuber, and he actually thinks he's important. None of us are. Nobody's important in this world, especially someone who calls himself BitBoy or vegan crypto, right? He literally has this conspiracy stuff, and it's so amusing. Like anyone cares. You know, it's really great. I would just like to hear Cassie's, what she's up to in regards to that whole relationship thing. Just because I guess, we shouldn't kick someone while they're down, but it is fun. It's not like he's a good person. If he was a good person, I would feel bad. He is not. He is not. Anyways, I digress, as he always says. I digress. So no bull run this year. Well, no, I mean, we don't know. We've never been in a bull run is what I'm saying. We haven't been in a bull run at all. I've said this all along. We were kind of definitely not in a bull market, more of a rally last year, starting due to ETF hype, capitulation being done, and some spark in AI. That woke everything up, and then your injectives. And so there was a run of alts, but it was really predicated on the ETFs. And then there was, so you got to think about it. I'll break it down real quick. There was a little run up, not a bull run. A bull run doesn't last a couple months. That's not how bull runs work. Went up a little bit, quite a bit, from, Jan, Feb to March, April, then all the way down. It was down like this the whole time. After that, until election week. In election week, we started popping up. And then as soon as December came, sell off, and then we've been selling off continuously. That's not a bull market. That was a hype up, run in, influx of ETFs, people getting hyped up. People calling you saying, oh my God, get me into crypto. What? You're a genius. I'm sorry, I haven't been listening to you. And then we've been collapsed. So that's not a bull run. And we would be in decent territory if the tariffs weren't going on and Trump was a little more, he's doing nice things in regards to administration, putting that into place. But remember, Trump has nothing to do with crypto. It's his team he has in place. He knows nothing of it. Nothing. And if you don't realize that, you're not looking close enough, or you're living in hopes and dreams like 99.999% of people in crypto. You have to be realistic. So no, it's never been a bull run. And that's okay. I don't watch a stream, but man, losses. Yeah, it's hard. It's too hard to watch. I can't watch anyone stream these days. I'll duck in for 10 minutes, kind of like people do to me, and then bail out, right? That's okay. There's not a ton to share. Cassie is a serial divorcee. Yeah, she's fugly. I mean, I don't mean to go on her appearance, but Jesus. What the hell was she? I don't know. Crazy, whatever. I should be cool. That was her prior work too. She hosted seminars and represented, trained people on how to, oh wow, that's crazy. Go through divorce. Yeah, and the funny thing was when Ben started his channel again, the iterations, he did all these horrible things and doing the Solana guru guy and all. I mean, the guy is a lunatic. He's a complete lunatic, and he's done. He'll never get it back. He'll never get a following back, and I'm sure that's hard to swallow, but I just feel bad for his kids. Not for his wife, but his kids. I mean, his wife, she married that guy. She's got a screw loose if she married someone like fucking Ben. But, he did come from Hickville. Methville. Yeah, so I caution you guys, be careful. I'm going to go over the usual. Nothing wrong with DCAing. Just know it's going to go down again. I hope I'm wrong, but hope we can't live on. But when I hear all these channels, especially Discover Crypto and these other ones who read the news and talk about utility of Chainlink, and DZ just said, and that's when I turned him off to start this, that he still sees it going to $100. What the fuck are you smoking? Who's giving, if anyone gives you price predictions, man, right now, they're crazy. They don't know it in a bull market, let alone now. They can do the graphs and last time high, all-time high is this, and so it's going to at least double that. Oh, my God. Please don't fall for it. It's all lies, and they don't know. They don't know. If DZ knew anything, he certainly wouldn't be on a show called Discover Crypto trying to, have you like, subscribe, join this, join that. No, you could say the same to me. This is not my living. I don't have to do this channel. I do it. It's a good venting platform, and if I can help someone not get scammed by these other channels, I'm good with it. Do I think Discover Crypto is a scam? No, actually not. I think TJ's a scammer, a scumbag, but he's not stupid. But anyone who's just bullshit optimistic, they're fooling you always. Okay, enough ripping on them. There's too many assumptions going on right now. Absolutely. Here's the assumption that only works. You don't know anything. We know nothing. You have to wait and see, right? Someone commented on one of my videos that I did on Shadow Token. I think they commented yesterday. Said this video didn't hold up well because I was saying I bought it at like $1.30. Of course, nothing held up well. I bought it at $1.30, continuously dropped down. I kept buying it down, down, down. It's at 10 cents now. At one point, about a month ago, I was up money on it. I should have sold it. I should have sold my Cardano. I should have sold all that stuff. Who knew? If anyone knew anything, they would have sold. Nobody sold. Ran is down money. Virtual Bacon's getting his ass kicked. He said Lark is getting killed. All the biggest YouTubers there are all stuck. Could it go another 4 years before we see a bull market? Absolutely. Will it? In my view, no. What will change it is it'll change slowly, and it has to be tariff related, it has to be interest rate related, Powell, and then Trump has to start working within the system and working with partners. Markets don't like uncertainty. Then slowly volume goes up, slowly or quickly Bitcoin will go up. Then the alts start, and then the volume goes from fucking 40 billion to 300 billion. People get interested again, and away we go. But even in the mix of that, in the euphoria, if we ever get there, which we haven't, I mean, you haven't seen anything yet. If you've been in this market 4 years or something, you haven't seen it. You haven't seen anything. Will it be the same alt type of thing that we've always had? Who knows? Everyone says it's not going to be the same alt season. I don't think it will because of the influx in the amount of tokens we have. It doesn't mean your projects won't double, triple. You know, the majority of my portfolio right now, even if it goes up 100%, it's still below where I bought it. Like I said, you bought something at $1.30 and it's at 20 cents now. 100% isn't getting you to where you bought it. But hopefully you're offset enough in your portfolio where you can offset your losses, meaning your gainers are bigger than your losses and you can use those as a write-off. So don't listen to these guys in regards, or anyone, especially on Twitter, X, about where the market is. You can't even listen to the professionals, Pompliano or any of them. They don't know. There's so many so-called professionals that I see on these shows just saying the same thing over and over again. They don't know anything. So be patient. Have money on the side. What's been great for me is I've just been, instead of buying a ton, I've just been accumulating more dry powder. I'd rather buy something that's at 10 cents now at 30 cents. I'd rather buy it at 30 cents than buy it now and have it go to a penny, which is what will happen if we get another leg down, which we will, in my view. I mean, don't listen to utility, getting back to that, as a ADD all around. When people are talking about utility, it means nothing at this point. So I hear, we're still so early. Yeah, of course we're early. We're not adopted. The government is just learning about this. And you have Cynthia Lumens trying to change their mind a little bit, or actually educate them, not even change their mind. We are years off, years. So that's the realism. That is the realism. The hope is that we can't live on is things do, here comes the wind, start changing. But, if the things, Powell's in no rush to lower rates. The market should not be completely dedicated to what he's going to do, but it's just the way it is. And the only reason is because of the rate hikes we've had over the years. He's doing the wrong thing in regards to not lowering rates. I don't care what any economist says, that is 100% the truth. Because he's trying to drive us into a recession. And what they'll all do is blame it on Biden. One political thing, what everyone doesn't remember, and I didn't fully love him, but the reason Trump's economy was good the first term was because of the 8 years prior to him. No one changes an economy in 1 year. He inherited a great economy from Obama, who inherited a horrible economy from George Bush. How do I know this? Well, I lost a ton of money around that. It was the housing collapse. And I was so heavy BTC, I thought it was a mistake. No, right now, I'm glad I went to BTC. Yeah, 24K. Now, you can never go wrong with BTC being heavy. Never. But just know this. Don't listen to the Georges and everyone who say, they're already saying it's never going to go below $80,000 again, or, because of this graph at this time of the halving, it never goes below, whatever they say. It's all a load of shit. When the crap really does hit the fan, you'll buy it again at $24,000. 100% guaranteed. I will Guarantee that. Why? Well, because all the ETFs will sell out and buy it again. I don't know when that's going to happen. It's not happening now. If something serious happen macro-wise, all the ETFs will unload, get off of risk assets, 100% guaranteed. That is financial advice. That's the shit that these crypto idiots aren't telling you. You'll be able to buy it again at 24,000. If I had, I do have Bitcoin, but if I had the amount that 10, 20 of them, would I be selling any right now? God, no. But I would be selling probably half of them at 100K. Will it go farther than that? If we get back to where we need, oh my God, yeah. No one knows where it's going to go, but I'd still, I'm not a firm believer in $1 million Bitcoins or you should hold on to this forever. If you have more than, 5 Bitcoins, you should hold on to one. Sell the rest. That's what I will be doing. Fiat's not going anywhere. It might be devalued, but you're not paying for shit in Bitcoin. Got to have one, at least one. But what does one really do? It's just, it's a savings account with interest that you make and appreciation. Got to work your way up to getting one, but definitely not at $88,000. Morning. Good. How are you? Hey, puppy. Well, I'm very fascinating. She knows I'm a vegan, so I won't hurt her. Well, maybe she will. Oh, I got 2 pups. Ruby. I got 2 pups of my own. Look at this cute dog. Doing a little live YouTube thing here. How are you, Ruby? You're a cutie. A lot friendlier than my lab's very friendly. I got a red healer who's a little wary.
Yeah. Well,
they're skittish.
Yeah. Rescue?
Oh, yeah, both of them. Yes.
I think all rescues have been, unfortunately, treated badly somewhere in their life.
Well, he was a rescue from a farm.
Oh, okay.
That was gonna have him be a cattle dog, and it was a COVID dog. And my daughters, we got there. I'm like, it was just the mom and the dad had sex and had a bunch of puppies, and I went and saved one.
Great.
Yeah. It was great. Awesome. Because I couldn't get one from a shelter. They were all closed, if you remember.
Yeah, exactly.
And my daughter was volunteering at the time at a shelter, and she's like 3 months.
Good for her.
Yeah, that was too much.
Now all those dogs are back in shelters.
Yeah, because people, how close I have to tell you. Here, let me give you something. You seem like a very compassionate guy. Something free card with some good information for you. Some good videos that will educate. Sounds like you love dogs and animals.
We do. All the whole family does. I think because my wife and I don't have a dog, but we sit.
Oh.
These are all our kids' dogs.
Good for you.
So I think we got 8 of them in the family.
All we do, my family, and I have all grown adult kids, is we the same love that we give our dogs, we give all animals.
Yeah.
It's very easy, brother.
I know. You have a great day.
You have an incredible day. Ruby, you're beautiful. Wish I could.
Hear that,
The problem is I'd love to take her home. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, I don't play. I understand. You'd have at least a good home with me if I stole her. Take care. All right. Sorry, guys, but when you meet a compassionate older guy, you give compassion back. You're in the middle of a stream, and you have this jackass here with who's obviously a hunter. I hate hunters. Okay, where were we, my sweethearts? My sweeties. What did Wendy used to call people babes? Oh my God. All right. Okay, there we go. Back on it. I'm back with you. Exactly, you like that? She knows I'm not gonna eat her or hurt her. Gotta love it. Hey, if you don't know if someone's vegan, give them 5 seconds and they'll let you know, right? That's the saying. and I do, I don't share it with everyone, but when I see someone who's compassionate to animals, I always share it because I try to make them see your dog is no different than that pig you're eating or that cow that's on your plate, so on and so forth. But I gave him a card that I make cards that I drop off in the meat sections and give to people who want to know more, and it has, a lot of those videos that are on my site, Gary Orosky speech, all that shit, and plus more. And I should probably update the cards and put vegan crypto on there, but those cards are old and they have a lot of good information on them. So my brothers and sisters, nothing is over. And most of you have got to be, your portfolios have got to be shit like mine. Can all change. It'll slowly change. At some point, it's either going to go down a hell of a lot further or we're going to start up. But don't take a little green. Even if Bitcoin gets into the 90s and we hit a bunch of shorts and all that, it doesn't mean anything. It could be the spark of something, but remember, we have a lot of numbers this week. Anything Trump does or other countries in regards to tariffs, we get it back into that crap. It's going to kill us. I'll reiterate, like I said, the April 2nd tariff, that's no good, right? That goes into play. Bad news. Even though the market knows it. But if it goes into play, we could easily drop down to 70,000 Bitcoin. Your alts, even though your alts, you bought it $1 at 10 cents now, could easily go under a penny. So I don't personally think this is a great time to be buying. Doesn't mean I won't. But I'm here to offer my opinion in regards to people who may not be able to handle the volatility and being down more. You're already down. But like I said earlier, if it's a project that you like and you're down a couple $1,000%, right? You bought it at $1.30 and it's at 40 cents or whatever. You could buy it here and keep buying it on the way down, and then you can get out or make a profit at an earlier point when it does hopefully pop up. Quant to get a nice pump. Yeah, Quant, man, I should have sold that shit. It's so unfortunate. It has, here's what aggravates me is we were headed into a nice area of appreciation and interest in crypto. There's no interest right now, none. With everything that's going on in the administration, none. I mean, that's why the market's so effed. You go back a year ago, if this take out the tariffs and everything, the market would be going crazy. Or if the tariffs never happened, right? If you never did that, there would be a bull market right now, for sure. Then I could say that we would have a bull market because we were selling off anyways. But with him putting in the administration, and here's one other thing why crypto has a very hard time is, right, the meetings he's been having are just bullshit, right? With him popping in, he's just reading a script. Like I said, he's just talking about what he's already said. The market keeps thinking that they're going to listen to Eric Trump. What Eric Trump says is going to come true. That American cryptos are not going to be tax, or all of crypto is not going to have capital gains tax. All this stuff that Eric is doing. Eric's doing it for one reason and one reason only, to pump his shit. Does he believe in crypto? Yeah, but he believes in it as mostly a moneymaker for him. You got to remember, all the Trumps are nothing but scammers, led by His Holiness, the Orange Man. I'm not saying other politicians aren't, but that's the truth. Quant, I bet you would be at a couple $100 right now if we kept heading to where we were going. And I have a bunch of it, but not enough. I mean, really, Quant's probably a good buy right now. I'm not buying. The projects like that, Aave, I think is great. Aave, I got killed on Metis. I got killed on Illuvium. All these projects that have great tokenomics are just getting their asses handed to them along with the rest of the market. So the best bet is Bitcoin always in regards to appreciation over time. Even if you bought Bitcoin right now and we got into a serious downward trend for another 4 years, you'd be fine. Long picture, 5-6 years from now. But wouldn't you rather sell Bitcoin at $90,000 and buy 4 of them at 20 four and a half of them, whatever, at 20,000, right? That's how you play the game. I personally think everyone, I'm not going to sell my Bitcoin because I bought it so low, but I don't have enough, right? If I had a bunch, I would be selling all of it this run, except for maybe one, right? If you bought it at 8,000 and 3,000, you shouldn't be selling the Bitcoin. You shouldn't be selling Bitcoin unless you really need it. But if you have one Bitcoin and you bought it at 20K, you sell it at $100,000. Or if you think it's going to go higher, which I do. You should probably sell it higher because then you have taxes you have to take out, right? But remember, if you have 100K clear, you're going to have an opportunity to buy Bitcoin at a much lower price. I don't know where it's going to be. Maybe it will only go to 30,000. Nobody knows, but it will go lower because ETFs, you've seen the outflow. Everyone thought that it's here to stay, that they're long-term holders. They're not. They're speculators, just like we are. Later, brother. I'm out too. Dr. Brooke Goldner. That's me buying. Oh, are you kidding me? All right, you and I got to talk about that later. Let me know when you want to do a stream on that shit because I want to explain all that to you. Okay. Spinach is great, but it's high oxalate. Yeah, we'll go over it some other time. Let me know when you're free. I'll happy to do a live, just me answering your health questions. I can really help break shit down for you and actually answer questions. Y'all be good. Peace, love. Subscribe if you want. Ask any questions. C90. Let me know. We'll talk later about it. Bye.